Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I'm here today because it's Wednesday, so that means box day. So today we're going to do a little box for this box. I put my sequin mix in here and I've been trying to think of a better way to package it, but I just think it looks so cute in this little container, but I don't want to just do the container. I could with my little watermelon that is super cute, but I want to kind of put it in a box. And I'm going to do a lidded box since we haven't done a lot of lidded boxes with the pull-off lid. I do a lot of lidded boxes with the hinge option, but today we're going to do the pull-off portion. Alright, so this little box is 1 1/4 by 1 1/4 by no, I'm lying to you. It's 1 1/2 by 1 1/2 by 3/4 of an inch. So we're going to pull out our yellow book. That is the lidded box template. Okay. So pen. Nope, not that one. Alright, so we have 1 1/2 by 1 1/2. Yep. By 3/4. Okay. So I know this is going to be 3/4, 3/4, 3/4, 3/4. My left to right is 1 1/2, and my up and down is 1 1/2. Okay, get out your inks. Let's measure. Let's do our math. Let's get our calculator. So 0.75 plus 1.5 plus 0.75 equals 3 by 1, 2, 3 measurements there. 0.75 plus 1.5 plus 0.75 equals 3. So we need 3 by 3, and we're going to score at 3/4 on all 4 sides. Okay, so this is just for these are drawing. This is just for the base of it. So I'm going to do the base of it in black cardstock. Where's a ruler? Yep, I thought this was going to be at least 3 inches, and it is, so that worked out perfectly. So 3 by 3. Oh no, I just spilled. And I need 2 boxes, so I'm going to go ahead and cut out two bases. And my lids are probably going to be designer paper. So you only need 1 base, and then you'll need 1 lid. But I'm going to do 2 bases because I need 2 boxes, and I'm just going to do them both at the same time. Alright, so your base is 3 by 3, scored at 3/4 of an inch on all 4 sides. So 3/4, rotate, 3/4, rotate, 3/4, rotate, 3/4. Okay. Then you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut up the score line, and you're going to miter, and you're going to miter, and cut off some of the bulk, cut up the score line, and you're going to miter, and you're going to miter, and you're going to cut off the bulk. Okay, what you do to the bottom, you need to do to the top. So rotate it and score line, miter, miter, score line, miter, miter, bulk. You don't have to cut off the bulk, I just do. And this one I didn't do a very good job. There we go. Okay, so go ahead and burnish if you haven't already done that. Okay, just creasing our paper. This is a absolute must step. You must do this when you're making a box. I don't care what paper you're using. You must burnish, however you say that word. You must crease your lines. All right, fold your flaps in. Glue. You can do 1 at a time, 2 at a time, 4 at a time, whatever you want. See, this one I didn't cut the bulk off. I didn't pay attention. And watch, it's not going to matter. All right, so I'm just lining up my edges, making sure the tabs fit in there perfectly. And this one. So the only difference is how long your tab is going to be if you cut off that bulk or if you don't. I don't even know you'll be able to see it. Nope. It's just longer. You can kind of see where the glue ends. It's just longer. It's not a big deal. Sometimes they touch if you don't cut off the bulk, and then it's a double layer, and then that is a big deal. But usually not. All right, so let me make sure this even fits in there perfectly with a little bit of room. Okay, let's go ahead and do our lid. Now the lid is going to be the same measurements, just slightly bigger. Okay. Let me find the paper I want the lid to be. Okay, so this is the paper I'm going to use. And so you're going to cut it ever so slightly bigger than 3 inches by 3 inches. So 3 and like 1/16 by 3 and 1/16. You just need it ever so slightly bigger than your base. It's not 1/8 of an inch. It's right before the 1/8 of an inch. You just want a tiny little bit bigger. Okay, and then it's the same measurements. You're still going to score it on all 4 sides at 3/4 of an inch. If you forget to make it that tiny bit bigger, that's fine. It's just your box lid is going to be tight. That's all. It's not going to be a huge deal. Like, don't throw it away. Or for instance, like if I wanted to use this paper, it's exactly by 6, and so I'd have to make my paper 3 by 3. So my lid would be just a little bit tight to get on and off. Not a huge deal, but I like my boxes where the lid comes off easily. So that's why I make it ever so slightly bigger. All right, so 3/4 on all 4 sides. You're going to cut it exactly the same way. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and get these lines so you can kind of see them, but you're cutting it the same exact up the score line, miter, and bulk, up the score line, miter, bulk. I didn't cut this one very well. Basically, your goal is to cut the score line out. For me, it's easier when I have not burnished or burnished. But for some people, it's easier when they have. So, whatever's easier on you. Okay, and same thing. We're just cutting the score line. These are your basic box that you might have learned how to do in 1st grade. That's when I was taught in Girl Scouts, I think it was. All right, so fold your flaps in. So this black floral is my inside of my lid. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and glue again. I'm gluing my tabs. My tabs were my squares. All right, here we go. Make sure your edges line up. And these two, just making sure they're lined up here. This one wasn't the best, but there we go. Fix it. All right. So your box is done. My box is not dry yet, so it's going to take me a second to get it on. But yeah, so see, it's ever so slightly bigger, so it's easy to get on and off once the glue dries. I hope I didn't glue it shut. There we go. You can always do your finger pulls. With this tiny one, you probably would have had to done the finger pull before we glued it. Oh well. Alright, well that is all, guys. A simple, easy peasy box. Thanks for watching. Bye.